If you look at that, oops, if you look at that tiny little area right there, that's what you get. You get organisms, dude, growing through the soil that the plants eat. And it holds the dirt together, but you don't want to step in it or drive through it, because then it'll be like that forever and it'll kill it. So many like castles of stone here. They should hollow them out and turn them into houses, man. It'd be a trippy neighborhood to live in, dude. It'd be like weed capital that way. Everybody'd be all high. All the castles of stone. There's a hiking trail down here. I'm not gonna hike it though. Oh, look at that one way off in the distance. That's a nice looking one. That nasty. This place is pretty trippy. Oh, I just lost the view, dude. I had a great view. Another parking area. Got a guy up on top of the stone. I don't know how he got up there, but he's helping his friends get up there. See? That guy wants to go out too. There's even some chicks who want to go up to the top. It's pretty cool. Maybe he went up, I think he climbed up from the backside. Looks like Chinese or something. Got some more climbers up there smoking their reefer. Having just climbed the stone. There's a nice looking stone rock right there. Looks like a crack rock. Doesn't it? There's a nice looking one to go to the top of. Check it out, it's intersection rock. Just 3 cracks on it they're showing us, you see? I think that's crack number 1, crack number 2, and then I guess that would be crack number 3. Look, it's another van with a solar panel on it, another Westphalia. It's a solar panel. Just like mine used to with my solar panel. Trippy. I'm gonna put another solar panel and RV battery in mine to have more kick as soon as I have the money. This. You've got lots of like people running around on the rocks and stuff. Look at that rock right there. And there's one. Oh my god, look at that rock. That rock's pretty hardcore. It's like a whole bunch of stones piled on top of each other. There's like holes inside. Ooh, look at that rock. That's a nice looking rock right there. It's got holes inside too. Nasty. Oh look, it's another one. You could turn each one of these rocks into a castle. You could like visit your neighbor inside of this castle. Trippy. Check it out, dude, all the fools up there bumbling around on top of the rock. I know I'm queasy when I get on steep surfaces. chick just gave me like a free coffee, dude. The lady who works at the place. Check this out. I didn't notice this before, but every single one of these motherfucking rocks has a fucking person on the top of it, dude. It's fucking crazy, dude. Because, like, look, that one has people on it. Even this one over here. The one, which one, where was it? Yeah, that one, way off there in the distance. It's got fucking people on the top of it, dude. How the fuck did they get up there? It's like sheer cliffs on every single direction. See, check it out. Even that stone's got a fucking guy trying to get up there. It's like shirtless. So he's sticking his hand in something. Yeah, dude. If you ever want to go to Joshua Tree and you want the free coffee, just go to where the arrow points at the bottom of that hill. I guess right there. Where like that chick is. That's the one who poured me the coffee. Now she's looking at me. Here's a nice little view of Joshua Tree. You can see like freestanding stones about the place, like that one. And then of course you have the stone standing alone out in the middle of the desert, like that one down there. See how I'm utilizing zoom? This is like a total tourist trap, as you can tell. There aren't even stores here, there aren't even concession stands. There's some more people standing on top of a rock way off in the distance. It's like they have a rule. People have to be on top of every rock. Look at this one. This is a pretty one. See, this is why drugs should be legal, man. Remember in the TV show, whatever, Ari Gold and the other kid, they come out here and they eat a bunch of mushrooms or acid or whatever and they trip out? See, they knew what was going down. They used to herd cattle here, you see? Hundreds of cattle. Look, somebody just parked their Westie next to mine. So that's like 3 Westies. They even have the awning like I do. Here's the trail. I don't know if I'm going to go any farther. I'm out of breath. And maybe I'll go a little bit farther. Now I'm starting to understand why I got lost in here. You go between a couple of rocks, and then you don't know where you are. I know that I came from this direction though, so we'll go back. Here, just do a really quick rundown what it's like to hike through. There's another angle of the same rocks I was looking at before. Is that a girl? Nasty. Check it out, dude. I'm being totally adventurous. There's another area with rock climbers, as you can see. There's the rope, and then you can see those people there. So the Wall Street Mill, they had a mill for mining. You have to a mile just to get there, so it's not worth it. But I'll at least film the beginning of the trail. Typical Joshua Tree setup with all the like sitting on top of each other. Ooh, look at that rock. Lots of cool rock formations here. You know, like that one. There's a cool shot. The Joshua Tree National Park. Right here at the Barker Dam. Check it out, dude. Driving through a forest of those cactus, those Joshua trees, those cactus trees. Some more motherfucker all up in here. In case you didn't know, this place is called the Mojave Desert. It's called the Mojave Desert because it has all these plants and animals here. Like the Joshua tree. Yeah, it's the San Andreas Fault Zone. And it changes 2 inches. 2 inches a year it moves out. So that's the San Andreas Fault, the yellow line, or that red line right there, underneath the where it dips down. And you can see it goes up. So we're like right here, it goes up. So this is going to be beachfront property in a couple of years. So if you want to actually see the San Andreas Fault, it's that part right there where it dips in the bottom of that little area right there is where the San Andreas Fault is. And it goes along up north, south, and that dip is seen in Superman. Remember Superman? He gets Lois Lane out of there, she falls into the San Andreas Fault. So let's go up there and see what we see. So check it out. You see that lake off in the distance? That's the lowest lake in America. It's only 5 feet higher than the lowest point in America, Death Valley, the bottom of the lake. It's a super salt sea lake. That town there is, I can't remember, but that whole valley is covered with people. Maybe that's San Bernardino Valley, I don't know. At any rate, that's the San Andreas Fault right there. There's San Jacinto Mountain, and that's Palm Springs, California, right in there. Got another mountain. I remember that wind farm yesterday. Well, that's it. Those are all of that little wind farms doing their thing. And it's very windy all the time too. I'm sure they get their business going.
They can drive down there, experience it. Probably crush it.
There's Joshua Tree.
Thanks.
Okay, hey, have a great time.
We're on the top of a mountain up here. There's a nice view of a baby Joshua tree. Go in, that's what it looks like. Cactus type of thing. There's a Joshua tree. There's a bush. There's like a dead cactus bush. Maybe a dead one of those. Blueberry bush. And there's like a blueberry bush next to that cactus that I just took a photo of. Looks like they're like brother bushes. The roots are in the same place. And then there's this plant right here, which I guess is that plant when it's alive. I haven't seen any tarantulas though. Oh, here's another kind of cactus. These cactuses are good. Oh look, here's another plant. And here's a cactus. Joshua tree cactus. Lots of cacti here. Here's a good shot. Seems like they put the campgrounds underneath. underneath these pretty looking rocks. Makes sense, I do the same thing. Look at that gas guzzling American van. Be good to live out of if you were rich, pay all the money for the gas. There's a cool little vantage point. That same vantage point of the contact point where the granite hits the earth. It's a little better of a shot right there in the middle of the screen. So I think what we're seeing is one of those granite spires in formation. All the black stuff on top erodes away because it's made out of less hard material. It's just dirt packed down or whatever. And this is forged in fiery hell. So it's solid, so it stays there, and all of this is going to erode away, and then we're going to be left with a with one of these, for example, poking out, or one of all these other ones, as you can see. Here's another vantage point of that thing that I was just filming. Contact point. Look, it's my van next to an older van. I had one of these once. They're fun to drive and they're great on the off-roads, but they break down all the time. At least mine did. But then again, every car I drive breaks down all the time.
You can see it both ways. You can think about the rust color on it, and you can see that.
No, it looks like nothing but rust to me. Look at the rock below it. The sheer rock. It's dark colored. So
Those guys over there are talking science as well. They're not as good as me, though. Here I am in another area of Joshua Tree. I wonder what that fissure is all about. It's not a crack, it's just like a vein of magma or something. On a rock, almost twisted my ankle. Look, it's another Volkswagen van next to mine. A lot of them in California. Look at that rock just like perched right on top like that. It's like somebody just placed it there. Wonder how many millions of years it'll stay there. So here's those mountains where all those rock climbers were. Those stones. Off in the distance. Hill that I came from up there. Look at those rocks looking at it through the Joshua trees. Here's a cool looking rock at Joshua Tree. Those are some scenes. There's Ryan Mountain. I might climb to the top of that. We'll see, but this is the Ryan Mountain campsite. This is a really pretty place. This is my favorite campsite so far, actually. Because it's just got so many cool looking mountains, rocks and stuff. This would be a great place to fucking have an acid trip. Get stoned as fuck. Be cool to climb to the top of that thing. Here's another one. As this thing was saying, you have contact zone right here, which is where the magma, the granite, used to be magma, and it bubbled up and was liquid. And here's where it was just the bottom of the earth, where it's just the crust. And so there's contact zone. And that is right here. Contact zone. Where the granite touches the crust. The dark stuff on the top is the crust. And the top part of the granite is where the liquid magma solidified so many years ago. Oh, and look, there's an ancient Indian dwelling or something like that. What is that? Sure is it a nice place. Let's see what that's all about. So that was a homestead which supported a mining operation and had 60 people living there back in, it was made in 1998. I guess somebody was even living there in 1935. That's an adobe house. I think I'll check it out. It's not that far away. I didn't notice before, but got a lot of rock climbers on this one. Like that guy there. They're all over the place. At Joshua Tree National Park. It's like some kind of playground. Here's that adobe house close up. Look how perfectly red it is. It was made 115 years ago, and it looks like it was just painted yesterday. These natural colors just are so vibrant. These adobe bricks are made by packed sand and clay with some of the, I guess, mining pyrite, which has some gold in it, so it was called like the Golden Castle. And the adobe bricks are right here. Whoops, I just accidentally. How red it is. And that's what it's right next to. Somebody was living in here in the 30s. Stuff sure does crumble away really quickly, doesn't it? Imagine those ziggurats made 4,000, 5,000 years ago, and they're still standing around. Imagine how magnificent they were back then. So this is Joshua Tree. You can see the forest of Joshua trees with the stones of the Joshua tree in the background. Maybe I won't need to climb the mountain. There's where those rock climbers were. Yo, you gonna go up again? Didn't get enough the first time? Knock yourself out. You're gonna scrape up your fingers though. And there's that other campground, dude. This is my favorite campground, Ryan Campground. And you can even see the mountain in the background. Mountain's like 11,500 feet high. There's another ruins of another area thingy, dealy mabobber. Here's the top of the mountain. I don't know, should I climb out there? Haven't had any exercise for like 5 months. Maybe it's a good idea. A dead Joshua tree, if you want to know what the dead ones look like. Check out that cactus. But it's got some nice looking flowers when it blooms. You wouldn't want to recommend your cat trying to eat it, that would poke his tongue. There's another vantage point from Ryan Park campsite. Another rock out yonder, the way. Check out this groovy ass little campsite. Surrounded by rocks. And you have your own thing in the sand, in a sand pit. And you've got two grills. One adjustable like that, and then you got some like super hi-fi adjustable raise and lower. Somebody's been taking a dump in here though. I can smell it and I can hear the bugs. This is for the handicapped people, so those dirty handicapped people. Look at the bush growing out of the rock. And that bush. Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. It's right next to the outhouse, that's why. I did hear bugs back there though. Look at that rock with all the bushes growing out of it. I wonder if those bushes are jealous of the ones down here. Or if those ones are jealous of the ones up there. I'd rather be a bush way up there. There's a Joshua tree with fur on it. And look, there's lots of cracks you can walk into. I don't know, maybe I should walk into one. Here, let's walk into this crack and see what that's all about. I'm in the crack now. I could do the James Franco in here, but I have my sandals on, plus I'm a little out of shape and I don't want to get out of breath. That's kind of uncomfortable feeling. Let's see what's in the next one. The crack. Let's go up the other crack right here. Here's walking down this one. See, this is how Ari got lost, dude. He walked too far down one of these, and when he got to the other end, he forgot which one he walked down, and he went up another one. Got himself involved into a maze paradox. That is a skull rock. Looks like a big alien skull. Look at his face, his eye sockets. Here's the other angle of Skull Rock. Or at Live Oak or Split Oak or whatever. You see a Joshua tree and then the fissure up next to it. Huh. Which exists everywhere. I wonder what causes those fissures. There's a valley down below. You can see the grids of the roads. Coming out of Joshua Tree. Descending into town. After being in Joshua Tree. Look at those. Look at that. Isn't that groovy? Check it out. Pyramids for sale. Look what they got. They got those pyramids. I wonder what they're made out of. wood, organic materials. And you got that other pyramid over there. And then they also, here I'll show you. Top of Ryan Mountain, 54, 57. Joshua Tree. There's the campground. There's Ryan Campground where I was before.
Oh, that one?
That rock. Oh, I think that's a rock climber actually. Yep. And that house where I was. There's the hill. On the other side of that is San Bernardino, or Chalaco, whatever valley where that San Andreas Fault is. One of the rocks that people were rock climbing on is right there. Some other parts of Joshua Tree, which I'm going to go to next, are up here. Some more of those kinds of rocks. So, that's that. More rocks down there. So, that's that. Let's pop cap down yonder. Oh look, that's a cool looking rock though. Check that out. Where I was leaving, made a special hill to stand on. Rocks. Some of that black crust rock, point of connection with the granite. It's up here at the top of the mountain. Here's some of that black rock close up. Feels just as hard as the granite though. So. Here's a view that the Lord and Savior would want me to film. Hiking down from the mountain, looking at all of the rocks. So we're at the base of the hill, and there's a cool stone with a tree growing out of it. Kind of groovy. And here's a cool looking stone here. And this one with these fissure things, I don't know what that's all about. But it's got like chunks, thick chunks of crystal in there. That rock has one too. You can see a closer version of it, of the fissure. Got some little girls. Back to the car. Oh my god, my legs, dude. About to cramp up on me. I'm sore. This place here is Sheep Pass Campground. It's a pretty nice campground. And I filmed this campground from the top of the mountain. It was the one off towards the east. Check it out, some of these Joshua trees aren't just cactuses, but they're like trees. That thing's like 30 feet high. It's like as big as the biggest of saguaro cactuses. It's more than 30 feet high. It's like 40 feet high, 35 feet high. Nasty. Cool area. That's my freaking buzzer, by the way. It's always going off. Overheat. Stupid Volkswagen. This is Jumbo Rocks. This is the coolest part of all of Joshua Tree. I think this is where that episode of Entourage was filmed, where Ari ate too much acid, got lost. Yeah, dude, Jumbo Rocks is where it's at. This is where you want to do your drugs. Fuck yeah, dude. Coming from there. When you go up these, if you're hardcore, you can climb up that. Or if you're more softcore, you can go up that one. I'm not going to go up any because I have my sandals on. I'm just going to see where this goes. Oh man, it keeps going. You see? And now it's like, am I going to go this way? But then I have to remember where I came from. Or am I going to go this way? Or am I going to try and go all the way to the top? I'm not going to do that because I have my sandals on. Or I could go up into this thing and see where this goes. And I could continue to go up and over and continuously climb. Doing that wedge work climbing technique thing that they do. I think I'm gonna continue that way, or I could go to newfound territory. Came from there, I think I'm gonna go this way because I think my car's over this way. That's where I just popped out of. And there's my car, see? I'm really good with directions, dude. It's impossible for me to get lost. It's because I have a really big nose and I can detect the iron in the North Pole. Some of the animals of Joshua Tree. You have the little rat. There's a hawk. Or the, whatever those things are called. Owl. And then you have the lizard. And then you got a snake. Oh my god, look at that. It's fucking wicked cool, dude. That guy knew what he was doing. I did that with my van, but when I paint it, I'm just going to put advertisements on it and bumper stickers, make money. Or maybe I'll just move that. Check it out, it's like the 5th Volkswagen van that I've seen here. Californians are about their VW vans. Look, it's another rock climber, dude. An hardcore motherfucker. Yeah, that kid is hardcore. Watch this. He just jumped from that rock to that rock. He was like sprawled out. That's where U2 films Joshua Tree. I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass now. He doesn't know how to get back and his family's telling him how. There's this 1.3 mile loop trail called Skull Rock Trail. It's right here, but 1.3 miles is a little bit more than I'm willing to do. I want to drive into Las Vegas in entirely daylight so I can reap the benefits of knowing what the landscape looks like. And it's already 1:56 and it's like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 hours there or something. So it's pop cat. You know how there's lizards in the pictures? Well, there's lizards in real life as well. You see him? Come on, get in focus. We'll go out a little here. Here, lizard. I think this is Skull Rock. There's something for every climbing ability here. Got all the college kids. Look, it's a little rat, dude. They call them hood rats. He's probably scoping the scene, seeing if he can kill something to eat for lunch. Get himself a tarantula or something. I'll show you the sign where it says hood rat. I think it's down here. Oh, I love being out in the sun, walking around. It's really pretty. Let's check it out, dude. It's the hood rat, baby. And if you want to read its thing, there it is. Eating a spoon right there. You check it, they got that pyramid. They got that kinds of pyramid there. This is like right east of Joshua, west